Hi, guys. Welcome to Parawomen Radio. I'm Amy. How's everyone doing today? Well, isn't it just a shocker that GypsyRose has been out of prison for a whole 2.5 months and now she's changing her self title again? From activist to influencer to author and back again. I mean, who would have thought that somebody who orchestrated the unaliving of their own mother would have trouble figuring out who they are? It's just so surprising that after faking illnesses, lying about her age, and manipulating everyone around her for years, it's become such a beacon of moral righteousness since she's become such a beacon of moral righteousness since leaving prison. Oh, wait. No, no, no. That's the wrong person I'm talking about. It's not surprising at all. GypsyRose is as awful as they come, and changing her self title every few weeks won't change that fact. Let's all hold our breath for her next identity crisis. If only the other victims weren't already unalived or in prison, I'd feel a little bit sorry for her. So, you guessed it. Let's catch up on the GypsyRose case from her hair to her comeback girl status on this episode of Parawomen Radio. Before we get started, if we could start that algorithm dance party, start clicking those thumbs and heart buttons. We're coming to you from YouTube, Facebook, and X. Hi, guys. And hi to everyone in the replay. It's a free way to help my channel out. Allows us to dance out into the algorithm, party out there, and bring a few more people back to our party. It's a free way to help my channel out, and it's really appreciated. Let me see who is in chat. I see a few people, but nobody has said anything yet. So I'm going to say hi to everybody. I'm going to make sure that you can hear me. Check my audio real quick. Okay, good. You can hear me. So I needed to take a little break from the Watts case and maybe some of the Watts people. It's been a lot lately, a lot of negative comments. And I mean, before I came on, somebody just literally called me Cindy Watts. I'm either being called an enemy to the Watts or the Watts. It's just, so I just needed a break. So we're just going to catch up on the GypsyRose case. I pinched a nerve in my shoulder. I'm doing spring cleaning. And so I took like a 5-day break. I'm sorry, you guys. I just needed to. And during that break, I haven't been reading any of the comments. I needed a 100% break. Hi, Cool Breeze. I hope you're doing well today. So let me get my stage ready and let's get into it. Come here, baby. All right. The first thing that we're going to talk about is the baby news. They're trying to make us think that there might be a baby. So here we go.
I wish I wouldn't have done any of
For weeks, everyone has been speculating about what's going on with GypsyRose Blanchard. When she first got out of prison, she was everywhere, literally. And then suddenly, she disappeared without a trace. But now, she and Ryan are quietly revealing what's really going on. And it has to do with a baby and a divorce. Yes, you heard that right. You'll never believe what's coming out about Gypsy's pregnancy. Gypsy got out of prison at the end of 2023, and almost immediately, she was all over our phones and TV screens. She was constantly posting on social media, and then, seemingly out of nowhere, she stopped. But she and her husband Ryan have been leaking information here and there and have helped us uncover what's really going on. Alarm bells rang when Gypsy deleted dozens of posts from her Instagram account. It was kind of bizarre because almost all of the pictures that she deleted featured Ryan, which led everyone to believe one thing: Ryan and Gypsy had split up. Now, I don't think that this would necessarily shock anyone for a number of reasons. First, we know that Ryan and Gypsy...
I mean, I know it wouldn't shock me if they decided to get divorced, but I don't think it's going to happen that quickly. And I don't know if I believe she's pregnant or not. I think they're just trying to drum up interest. They don't want her to go off the stage completely, even though she has privated her Instagram, and I think she deleted her ex.
Gypsy really didn't get a lot of time to know each other for the first year and a half of their marriage while she was in prison. And even then, they had already separated once before. Yes, Gypsy and Ryan separated less than a year after they got married. Gypsy made a statement about it at the time and everything. But then they backtracked and they seemed to be doing okay. Her release from prison was literally the first time that they were able to spend any time together as a normal couple. So it wouldn't exactly be shocking if the cracks started to show in their relationship sooner rather than later. And we actually started to watch it all play out in real time. I think we all saw that interview where Gypsy was being seriously aggressive towards Ryan. And if you didn't, you need to see this.
I think it's the one where she tells him to shut up, like she thinks we can't read her lips.
Throughout the entire interview, it seems like she's trying to control him, just like her mother once did to her. Look at how she nudges him and grabs his arm and whispers at him to shut up. I think there's one thing we all need to remember here. She learned how to behave in the real world from the master manipulator herself, Dee Dee Blanchard, which means that it can't be easy to be married to her. It seems pretty cut and dry, right? They would get divorced and go their separate ways. But now it's everyone that she was there to check on the baby. Yes, you heard me right. Gypsy is allegedly pregnant, even though she and Ryan are obviously not doing well in their marriage. I think we're probably all wondering the same thing right now. Why would she get pregnant if they were about to get divorced? Well, the timeline actually makes sense. Gypsy got out of prison 2 months ago exactly, which would mean that she could be about 8 weeks pregnant. According to doctors, your first prenatal appointment should be when you're about 6 to 12 weeks along, which would put Gypsy at the exact...
She did say that she planned on getting pregnant right away. She said right away. And we won't watch all of the videos. I will put the link in the description. And if you want to watch all of them on your own, you can do that. But we're going to move along. And here is a picture that we see on Ryan's Instagram account that says, "Me and my little family cuddling together," with a heart. And then there's the puppy Gypsy, her shirt's up. And Ryan has his big red grubby hand on her stomach. I'm sorry, I still don't like Ryan. He's got his hand on her stomach, and so it's leading everyone to say, is GypsyRose pregnant? And we just don't know because they haven't announced it. Moving on down the rabbit hole at bedtime. I'm so happy she has come back. She popped up a quick video about Gypsy, and here is video of Gypsy at the hospital.
Quick bit of tea, and I cannot fully confirm, obviously, but a local resident who lives close to Gypsy and her husband is alleging that Gypsy and Ryan showed up for an appointment at the local hospital and admitted to being newly pregnant while checking in at the front desk. Here's what the local is claiming. So Erica Duval is a local resident who was waiting with her family at the hospital as she watched Ryan and Gypsy walk in together, go up to the front desk, and overheard them talking about being newly pregnant. At least that's what she alleges. I do feel bad for Ryan and Gypsy. It's like they can't go anywhere and have privacy, but they must already be aware of that since they've put their entire lives out on social media. It's like people are just waiting to catch them up to something. I also find it interesting because Gypsy and Ryan just...
I find that Gypsy likes it that way. I think she definitely likes to be on stage, and she likes all eyes on her. And when it's not all eyes on her, she makes all eyes on her.
Got a new puppy. Gypsy just got home from prison. It would be really quick for them to discover that they were about to become new parents. It would definitely be a lot all at once for Gypsy to give birth within the next year, shortly after being released from prison. And yet I understand that she probably feels like she's in a hurry to experience all the things that other people her age are experiencing. And she did say when she was released that she was interested in having...
Katie always has good points. She's very level-headed and sees both sides of every situation. And yeah, I can see how she would want to catch up with her peers.
Having children. Many have expressed concerns about this. I mean, I think we can have a lot of the same concerns we do for any new mother, but especially for a new mother who has a history of participating in criminal acts. They need to make sure that they're on target with staying in therapy, with performing everything for their parole.
And I have heard it said, I don't know if it's true, but I have heard it said that she shouldn't have children because of what her mother suffered from, that she could possibly have it as well. But let's move on, shall we, to the hair situation. So Gypsy decided that she was going to cut her hair. And then I think somebody told her that, hey, you could donate that hair to Lots of Love. But I don't believe she cut off enough of hair to make it actually count. Like she kind of backtracked and was like, oh, yeah, you should do this. But her hair has been getting shorter and shorter and blonder and blonder.
It's very, very simple, and you got your QR codes. You can mail it into the facility. I have had my own personal experience.
Hair donations must be 12 inches. Hair must be clean and stored, packaged completely dry. Hair donations cannot be permed, color treated, or highlighted. Tie into at least 4 sections, 6 or even better, around the head for more generous donation. Okay? You got to create 4 ponytails, and you have to seal all dry ponytails.
Okay, so there it is. You need 12 inches. Let's keep going. This is her with her blonde hair. I would say she looks good as a blonde. She looks more like her sister, like a blonde.
Soon find herself enjoying herself more. The convicted felon debuted her new hair change on social media on Friday, trading in her brunette locks for a blonde look. In an Instagram selfie video that she posted, Blanchard, 32, showed confidence while dancing.
I mean, why didn't she just cut her hair to, like I said, why didn't she just bob the shit? Just bob it and then give it away? She could have really given away a lot of hair because eventually she's got to the place where it's just bobbed. Ugh.
To Ava Max's Not Your Barbie Girl. She said in pink lettering at the top of the video, bringing back the comeback kid era. Fans were quick to compliment Blanchard's outfit, which included a pink tattered shorts and a white tank top that hugged her curves. One fan said, "She eating us up, she's serving face and body." Another said, "Served her time, now she's serving us."
Yes, girls. They drive me crazy with Gypsy. Let's move on and go to Gypsy's TikTok. Let me make sure you can see it. You can. Okay. So it looks like she was out. This was her comeback.
Not your Barbie girl.
We're going to take that music away, and it's by Barbie Girl, and she's bringing back the comeback kid era. And here she's bowling. Is there music on this? Oops.
It's not one of those three.
But their dad.
You're doing just like I did.
This looks like maybe it was before she did her hair. Unless it just looks darker from the back. So that was her bowling. Here she is doing laser light tag. Seems like she's having a good time. I don't begrudge her that. And then here she and Ryan are singing in the car. And there's this warning because Ryan literally takes his face off of the wheel for a very long time, or off of the road for a very long time. I don't know if there's music.
Not really. Not me.
We're gonna sing. Hey y'all, so this is car karaoke with Gypsy and
Ryan. Not really. Not me.
we're gonna sing. And I promise you it's not gonna be great. I'm not a good singer, so don't judge me. Time would pass
We're going to turn it down. See, that was a long look into the camera to keep your eyes off of the road. He's like not going to do it, but now he's all into it. Gosh, why does he annoy me so much? See? Oh, I guess they were stopped there. I don't know. I can't gauge because I'm in a bad mood. I can't gauge how annoying he is because he annoys me and I'm in a bad mood. You guys, does he annoy you? Where's the sweat rag? He needs a sweat rag.
And I
Watch the wheel.
See?
do what I do.
Yet they still posted it. I don't understand her. There's no way at all that she could have a publicist.
Sing it. Bells it out. Going into it. What the?
He obviously makes her laugh.
That was Ryan and Gypsy's karaoke. Hope you guys had a good laugh and enjoyed that as much.
Did you guys have a good laugh? Here she is being an influencer.
Hey everyone, so I wanted to show you guys what kind of cosmetics I
Lux
use.
Beauty. No, Junie. Hold on, Gypsy or Junebug jumped down. Oh man, I didn't mean to like it like that. TikTok. There we go.
Hey everyone, so I wanted to show you guys what kind of cosmetics I use. So I use Luxe Unfiltered.
She uses these because I'm sure Lux sent her these. I mean, if she uses them, she's been using them for 2 months at the most. Ugh. No, I'm not mad at the new look either, Cool Breeze. I think it looks good on her. Yeah. Hi, Elizabeth. What was she advocating for in that video? Voice lessons. I can't sing either, so I can't say too much about the singing. I wish I could sing. If somebody said, okay, we're going to give you one talent that you don't have that you wish you had, musical ability would be that one talent for me.
The body cream, the self tanner, the beauty balm, the body polish.
This is what she's wanted to do her whole life, and she's doing it. That's pretty amazing.
And the shower oil. These are really good products to use, and I enjoy using them. Okay, and then I use for my foundation.
Even if you're a grifter,
this way. My shade is Seashell. My eyeshadow palette, I use Morph.
Keep going.
And
then there's Ryan. Keep going.
And
You're
then
selling
I
it,
just
baby.
got this new CoverGirl lip stain, and that's what I'm wearing right now. It looks really, really pretty. I haven't used lip stains before. I always thought that I didn't have the lips for them, but this actually looks really nice for me. So, all right, thanks for watching. Bye.
And then on top of it, she didn't get it all right. I think the
making up Gen Z sound.
She was wearing something other than the makeup that she said. She was wearing Too Faced instead of, I forget what she said, but it was Too Faced. And then here she does a fake rendition for her father. And you can see here that she's just GypsyRose Blanchard now. Yesterday it had author, and now it says no bio yet. So she's just taken the whole bio gone. She's no bio now. She just has no bio. That's been removed. And yesterday it was author. And before that it was Munchausen by proxy activist. So what's it going to be the next day? I don't even know. But I do want to show you a video that I put up on Parawoman Radio's TikTok about her. Okay. This one.
And we are creators. We have the
Not that one. This one. Hi guys, welcome to Parawoman Radio. Have you seen this mess?
Ugh. That's so good.
Be sure to like and subscribe for more Parawoman Radio.
No, I just want to
Okay.
just be right now.
Right,
I'm just
you
kind of
want me to
being.
leave you be?
No, I don't need to leave. I'm trying to process.
Okay.
I don't want to eat on the bed.
I ain't the only thing we're gonna be doing on the bed.
God.
Oh, man.
No,
That ain't the only thing we're going to be
I do
doing on
wanna
the
start a
bed.
family.
Wink, wink,
Like,
nudge,
I'm
nudge. You know what I
Not
mean?
getting
Maybe
any
now.
younger. I want at least 2 kids. So realistically, we can't wait that long. I feel so comfortable.
This
You know what
was
feels
the night that she got out of prison.
Oh, look at it.
Lay down.
Oh, yeah, that feels nice.
Well, I just want to hold you.
Right now.
Right,
I'm just
you
kind of
want me to
being.
leave you be?
No, I don't need to leave. I'm trying to process.
Okay.
I don't want to eat on the bed.
I ain't the only
The
thing we're
first
gonna be
night
doing on
out,
the
she's
bed.
trying to process.
You're so bad.
Oh no, you love it.
I do want to start a family. Like, I'm not getting any younger. I want at least 2 kids. So realistically, we can't wait that long. I feel so comfortable.
You're the one that feels comfortable.
Oh, look at it.
Lay down.
Just
Yeah,
says these
feels
creepy
nice.
things that like
Well, I just want to
land
hold
with a
you.
thud.
Missed you.
A big old thud.
Chris says,
Okay. So moving on. Whoops. Hold on. Junie popped up on the screen again. So moving on. Let's pop over into the comments. And yes, now she's advocating for free products. More free products. Because she's already gotten a lot of free products. And a lot of a free house and a free vehicle. And, you know, a lot of free products. So I would say more free products. I can't sing either, Elizabeth says, but you should hear me putting on whole concerts in the shower like a rock star. Yeah, the shower and in the car. Those are my 2 favorite. Well, in the car. I like to sing a lot in the car. All right, let me share my screen again. If you guys could give this live a thumbs up really quick or a heart, helps us go out into the algorithm. It's just a free way to help my channel out, and it's really appreciated. Whoops, wrong thing. I haven't done this for 5 days, and I've kind of like forgotten. Isn't that weird? Okay, Junie, stop jumping on. Okay. So I thought this was an interesting one. This is Gypsy. No, you're going to go in the back. Stop it. This is GypsyRose out and about, proving that she's still a celebrity in her area.
Only on News 15, a little more than 2 months after getting out of prison, convicted killer GypsyRose Blanchard is spotted here in Lafayette. News 15 finding her eating some gumbo this afternoon at Bon Temps Grill on Pinhook Road. She tells us that's among one of her favorite meals. And Blanchard going from a brunette to a blonde, reportedly getting her hair done here in the Hub City. As you'll recall, Blanchard, who was abused as a child, was convicted for killing her mother in 2015. She was sentenced to 10 years in prison, serving 8 before her release in December. Blanchard gained international notoriety, and her story was eventually adapted into the Hulu limited series, The Act, in 2019.
I just want to know what you're doing here. What's going on? I'll give you my car too, so I'm not a crazy.
It's fine. Yeah, just eat with my parents.
Are you from this area?
No.
So you just kind of drove through for a little bit to hang out?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Are you going to be here for a little bit or?
No, I have to go back home.
We just came eat with.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you have? I got to ask.
Gumbo, of course.
Good for you.
I love gumbo. It's like my number 1 favorite. You know.
As you just heard, Blanchard was dining with her father and stepmother, and says they were just passing through Lafayette.
Okay. It doesn't look like she's pregnant. If you were to ask, if I were to say, is she pregnant or isn't she pregnant? And that was on yesterday. So I don't think she's pregnant, if I were to guess. I think she just wants us to think she's pregnant. Oh, yeah. And I wanted to show you here. See over here on Instagram, she's gone. Well, she's not gone, but the account is private. And if we look for her over on X, I think we can see that she's gone. I looked yesterday and she was gone. This isn't her. This is a fake one. Because she was, I saw that some of the people that she had went to the wrestling thing were tagging her, and she was gone. So she's gone over on X. Moving along. Let me show you. I thought it would be interesting to see if her net worth has changed at all, because it had been rumored that she was worth $3 million. $3 million. And so I thought we'd read about it. What is Gypsy Rose's net worth? Okay, so get ready for this. According to one source, Gypsy Rose Blanchard is said to have a net worth of around $3 million. That's 2.3 in English. This must be somebody from England. Her fortune is said to have amassed from various documentaries and TV dramatizations of her life, including Hulu's The Act. Did she get paid for The Act? I don't think she did she? She also has a new book released, Conversations on the Eve of Freedom. She had been calling herself a doctor. She's going to be doing that next, right? She'd been calling herself an author, but people were making fun of her for calling herself an author because she didn't write the book. Somebody wrote it for her. So I think that's why she took author off. Yesterday she was an author. Today she's just still working on her title. She also has a new book released, Conversations on the Eve of Freedom, due to be released. Oh, this is old, obviously. Hold on. This one's better. Gypsy Rose Blanchard's net worth. How much money does she have and how did she get it? Gypsy Rose's Blanchard life story has been nothing short of extraordinary, marked by tragic circumstances, criminal involvement, and public interest. Beyond the chilling details of her case, questions linger about her financial standing, prompting curiosity about how she amassed an estimated net worth of $3 million as of 2023. Gypsy Rose Blanchard's financial status is undeniable link to her unexpected prominence as a public figure. The documentaries and true crime adaptations featuring her have not only contributed to her net worth, but have also fueled the ongoing public interest in her case. Her source of income. The avenues through which Gypsy Rose Blanchard has generated income are diverse, reflecting the multifaceted nature of her newfound celebrity status, from participating in, this is the same thing. Additionally, her presence on social media platforms with over 5 million followers on Instagram, but we know she's gone on Instagram, involvement in speaking engagements and sponsorships contribute to her overall income. She must have gotten maybe finished with some of them, and that's why she was able to take her Instagram private. Gypsy Rose Blanchard's journey into the public eye was neither planned. All right, I'm not going to read this because it was planned. She planned this all along. I can't stand it when they report the fake news. All right, moving on. Moving on. Let's talk about the docuseries, because there is a new release. Let me find it. Well, let's just keep going. There's a Lifetime announces new docuseries chronicling Gypsy Rose Blanchard's life now as she embarks on the next chapter as a free woman. That video that I showed you over on our TikTok, that is part of the docuseries. Los Angeles, California, February 5th, 2024. On the heels of the buzzed about documentary, The Prison Confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard, where Gypsy told her story in her own words, Lifetime has greenlit the new untitled docuseries, picking up immediately from the days before her release from prison on December 28th of last year. As a victim of Munchausen, oh, she's still going with that. Okay. Munchausen by proxy. Gypsy was abused for years by her mother and has lived her entire life in one prison or another. Millions have followed Gypsy's story and are invested in seeing what is in store for her next, says Elaine Frontin Bryant, EVP and head of marketing or programming A&E Lifetime. After a lifetime of trauma and serving her time, we are all rooting for Gypsy to embrace all that life has to offer and become the woman she always wanted to be. Where is that? Here it is. And this is a new promo for it.
Hey, Mama. My grandma Emma, we all call her Mama Emma, she was a great grandmother. My mom and I lived with my grandparents when I was little. She was always good to me, and it devastated my mother when she passed. Things didn't turn out how I think anybody would have wanted them to turn out. I think things kind of fell apart when you passed away. I feel like I failed her as a granddaughter, making the choices I've made. That weighs on me. I'm hoping that you and my mom are in heaven. She could be at peace finally and feel the love that she needed to feel all along. So, this was my grandma. Hey, Mama. My grandma Emma, we all call her Mama Emma.
So that is the sneak peek for the new docuseries that's going to be happening. Are you guys going to watch it? Do you think you'll watch it? I think I probably will. I think I have to. It's like a train wreck. I can't stop watching. I can't stop now. Let's see. Moving on, talking more about the docuseries. Hold on. Here we go. Still music. Well, I'll read what's being said. Hold on. I got Junebug in my hands. All right. Here we go. Gypsy Rose details horrific abuse, chained to bed by mom for weeks. Gypsy Rose Blanchard is telling her story after serving her prison sentence for her involvement in her mother's murder. Investigators believe Gypsy's mother, Dee Dee, had a psychological disorder called Munchausen syndrome by proxy, which is when a caregiver, usually a parent, either makes up fake symptoms or causes real symptoms to make it look like their child is sick. Over the years, Dee Dee claimed Gypsy was not only paralyzed from the waist down, resulting in her needing a wheelchair. but she also claimed Gypsy had several medical disorders such as asthma, epilepsy, and vision impairment. One day, Gypsy left her home to meet up with her friend, but after she returned, Dee Dee abuse turned physical. When she got me inside the house, she chained me to the bed. She smashed my computer and my cell phone, and I was chained for 2 weeks. I always think of the Good Wives lady, Francie. I was at her mercy for everything. She doesn't believe that this happened to Gypsy. So to go to the bathroom for food, as punishment, she would not feed me every day. She would eat whatever she wanted. Gypsy Rose spent 7 of her 10 years sentence in prison. She has been released on parole. Oops. Gypsy Rose Blanchard Anderson has found herself in the middle of a social media controversy after announcing her new Lifetime series. The 32-year-old took to Instagram on Tuesday, February 6th, to share that she and her husband, Ryan Anderson, will be putting out a new series with Lifetime that will bring viewers into her life following her prison release. Gypsy Rose Blanchard bashed online after latest Lifetime announcement. You heard it here first. I am so excited to announce my new docu-follow coming soon to Lifetime, Gypsy shared in a new video, which is gone. It was the video that showed her and Ryan in the bedroom and in the hotel room and him saying that that's not all that was going to happen. That was up on her page, but she deleted it. She quickly deleted it. I'm glad I got it before she deleted it. Claiming in one post that she is not a public figure, but within 48 hours announcing a new Lifetime series. I thought you weren't a public figure like you claimed in your last post, one user pointed out, adding, then your next post is advertising your reality of whatever show. Unbelievable. This user is referring to her previous post in which she stated, I never said that I was perfect. I'm 100% human. I make mistakes, but I learn from them. I gain achievements, celebrate them with me. I invite you all into my world, not as a public figure, but as just Gypsy. One day after Gypsy Rose shared the public figure post, she followed up claiming she removed public figure from my bio because I think the narrative that has been put out there in the last month has not been accurate to my advocacy work. That's also been removed, by the way, advocacy work. I'm still just Gypsy, not a celebrity, but I am a woman and not a schmurder either. She's not that. But I am a woman with a voice who wants to be the change that I want to see happen in the world while also living my life and enjoying my personal social media and sharing those happy moments with you all, she's added. Regardless, the 32-year-old is now receiving hate from many social media users for her choice of words. So she was slammed for her choice of words. How do you guys feel? I feel like she really can't do much. She can't make people happy at all because people don't like her right now. She can say this and people will be like, "Oh yeah, but that," and she can say this or that and people will be like, "Yeah, but you said that." She changes her story a lot, too much. If I were her, I would just go away. I would just take my $3 million, invest it, and go away. Let's pop over to Facebook really quick. I don't think this is her Facebook account, but this Facebook account has been documenting all the things that she's been deleting. So I can show you quickly at a glance what she's been up to. Let's take it down to here. Here we go. Don't forget to give this live a thumbs up, you guys. It's a free way to help my channel out, and it's really appreciated. And if you like my content, be sure to subscribe. Okay, so this was the interview she did that got her into a lot of trouble, where she said that she And I don't know for a fact that this is her page. I don't know it at all. It's just a page that has all of the stuff that she once had over on her Instagram that she would post and then delete. So here she was at the wrestling. I'm a world champion. And this page, for some reason, got the new stuff before the Instagram did. So I don't know. I secretly think it's her, but I can't prove it. So there she is. Here she was, looking pretty in yellow. More pictures. She's a shining star baby. This was more pictures. This was before she went blonde. She was thanking all of her supporters who follow her and saying that your kind words are uplifting her. And then these have all been posted and deleted. And then here she was, car selfie. This was their exclusive announcement about their A&E, their lifetime thing. Let me see if I...
Only on Lifetime, of course. And, we've been living our life. Gypsy's been doing great. We got a puppy, good stuff. But there's more to come, only on Lifetime.
Hey everybody, it's Gypsy.
And Ryan.
And we're super excited to share our life with you guys.
Yeah, thank you for all the support, for watching the previous documentary.
Yeah, thank you for all your support. God, he drives me crazy. Okay, going on. I'm not going to read any of the single posts because I don't know if that's her or not. These were the people over on X that were tagging her in the X post, and it says that the page no longer exists. So this was the sneak peek that was up on the page that quickly got deleted. That was still the one.
That's so good.
You just can't stop staring at me, huh?
You want some fries?
No, I just want to just be right now. I'm just kind of being. No, I don't eat to leave. I'm trying to process.
Okay.
I don't want to eat on the bed.
I ain't the only thing we're going to be doing on the bed.
He's so bad.
I know, you love it.
I do want to start a family. Like, I'm not getting any younger. I want at least 2 kids. So, realistically, we can't wait that long. I feel so comfortable.
You're the one that feels comfortable.
Lay
down.
Oh, yeah, that feels nice.
Well, I just want to hold you. Missed you.
She could have donated so much hair. I see all that hair, and all I think of is what a liar she is. Here are some more pictures that she's been doing, some selfies. Another picture of her. More. This was when she got on.
I want to thank everybody that has continued to support
when she just
my
said
makeup, and I'm just gonna talk. So I really just want to thank everybody that has continued to support me throughout.
This is where she says that she's not paying attention to the haters, but she's addressing all the haters.
My journey, I know that there is quite a few support, quite a few hate. The hate doesn't bother me. I'm pretty secure in who I am as a person, and I just don't let it get to me. I always was told and learned, even in prison, that when haters run their mouths, the best thing to get under their skin is not like engaging in the drama. It's actually just living your life, like not letting it affect you. And so all the hate that's on social media doesn't affect my normal life. It doesn't affect my marriage.
I don't believe that for a second, because all the hate, usually does affect people on social media. Even the hate is affecting me on social media, and I'm just this little 2,000-3,000 sub person, you know? I mean, it gets to everybody. It gets to everybody.
Or my happiness. The people that really know me love me because they actually know me. But anyway, just putting out a video saying, like, thank you guys for staying strong with me. I know that it hasn't been easy. I know that there's a lot of misinformation out there, and it's kind of hard to figure out what is real information and what is made up. And right now, I know there's a whole lot that is just made up. And I'm not going to clap back at everybody. Like, I'm not going to waste my time, my energy that I could be putting into my marriage, that I could be putting into my own mental health, that I could be putting into the projects and the things that I want to move forward with. So, and when I mean projects, I mean like advocacy work, volunteer work, you know, being an advocate. I'm trying to find that, like, that niche. Like, sharing my story was the first step, but I want to move forward into sharing other people's stories, because here's the thing, not everybody's story makes headline news. And so I think that with my platform, as big as it is, I think that I could share other people's stories and be a voice.
Yeah, you could do that. And you started to do that, but now you stopped doing that. You're just
for them, like,
you're just an
share
author.
their own voice.
You're just creating your bio right now.
Let them have a platform in which they can feel comfortable because they can relate. We could relate. You know, when reporters and stuff like that, they come up to you and they're like, please share your story. It would help so many people, but they don't know. Like, they don't know what it's like. So if I help share their stories, I feel like I can put them out there in a way that they can get support, they can get love.
You could maintain your $3 million net worth, maybe get a little more, $6 million.
You know, maybe freed from prison, like, depending on the situation. Like, that's what I want to do with my life.
Ryan
so
support now,
social
Gypsy.
Media,
you got a
it's not
husband
real
to
life.
support, girl.
The things that I'm doing behind the scenes that you guys don't even see, that's real life. So to all the supporters, thank you. I love you. To all the haters, no comment, because I'm not going to waste my time on you guys.
You just wasted 3 minutes of your life and whatever it took to upload it. You wasted 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Here she got a puppy, and Francie from The Good Wife said that Dee Dee and Gypsy had a puppy, and its puppy's name was Pixie. So interesting that she got a puppy and named it Pixie when she already had a puppy named Pixie. And here she is talking about Amelia Bird, her friend. She's doing her advocacy work here. I'm not going to show any of that because I don't know if this is really her. And there's the photo. She starts doing a tribute to her dad, which I thought was sweet. Even though I don't like her, I do notice when things seem to be sweet and real. Somebody made her this necklace, this GypsyRose and Ryan necklace. So she's been donated. Somebody made her this and gave it to her. So she's been given more free stuff. I don't know if this is true. GypsyRose Blanchard wants Millie Bobby Brown to play her in a future movie. I did see too that the Joey King, was that her name, that played Gypsy in the act, she finally got to talk to her. Wished her well. These are just more, these were the ones that were over on her TikTok. So I don't know if this is her Facebook or not, but I think this is all I have. I did want to show, this was kind of fun. We're going to wrap it up at the end, which is kind of like a round robin of who is Gypsy Rose and what has Gypsy Rose been doing. Just a quick round robin. I thought we could read this. After 8 years behind bars, Gypsy has been released from prison and the internet can't stop talking about her. Search for Gypsy Rose Blanchard is up by 1,300% on Google, and How Did Gypsy Rose Meet Her Husband is a breakout search term under her name. Gypsy has started her own social media accounts where she has spoken out for the first time since her release. Her TikTok account has already missed 8.9 million followers, and her Instagram has 7.8 million, even though now it's private and that's not true. Her documentary, The Prison Confession of Gypsy Rose, is due to be released in the UK on January 15th. So this is a little bit old, but who is Gypsy Rose Blanchard? Gypsy Rose Blanchard was born on July 27th, 1991 in Raceland, Louisiana, USA. She grew up with her mother, Dee Dee Blanchard, who experts believe had a mental disorder called Munchausen syndrome by proxy. How old is Gypsy Rose Blanchard? Gypsy Rose Blanchard is 32 years old. However, Dee Dee reportedly claimed that Gypsy's birth certificate had been lost when Hurricane Katrina destroyed their house. I think I can almost do the Gypsy Rose Blanchard case like I can do the Watts case, and like when I notice things that are wrong, I just notice them. What is Gypsy Rose Blanchard's net worth? $3 million. What surgeries did Gypsy Rose Blanchard have? Gypsy testified that Dee Dee convinced doctors and those around her she had leukemia and muscular dystrophy, forcing her to use a wheelchair and an oxygen tank. She also underwent multiple surgeries during her doctor's visits, including gastrointestinal operation, eye procedures, and the removal of her salivary glands. Interestingly enough, Gypsy's nemesis, Fancy Morelli, says that all these were needed and none of them were unneeded. How did Gypsy Rose meet her husband, Ryan Anderson? Ryan Anderson, a middle school teacher from Louisiana, wrote to Gypsy Rose while she was in prison during the pandemic. Ryan, 37, said he was inspired to reach out to Gypsy after his colleague wrote a letter, which I don't think they actually did write the letter to Joe Exotic from the Netflix. Just said they were going to do it, and Ryan stood up to the bargain and wrote, but I don't think the friend wrote to the Tiger King. Who is Nicholas Godejohn? Nicholas Godejohn, at 34, is originally from Wisconsin. He met Gypsy when he was 26 on a Christian dating site. He is the one that unalived, or reportedly unalived, Dee Dee. He was supposed to have this big, huge announcement on March 1st, and his big, huge announcement was he has no announcements. He's not ready to talk, and to leave him alone. What did Gypsy Rose Blanchard do? She masterminded the murder of her mother. I'm not even going to read that. What has Gypsy Rose Blanchard said since her release? Since leaving prison, Gypsy has shared several posts on social media. She has also spoken out about her upcoming projects, just advertised herself. Does Gypsy Rose Blanchard have a child? That search is up by 250%. But no, she doesn't have one yet. Who is Gypsy Rose Blanchard's neighbor? While she was living in Missouri, Gypsy developed a close relationship with one of her neighbors, Aaliyah Woodmansey. Gypsy secretly corresponded with Aaliyah through a Facebook account under an alias name, Emma Rose, which we have looked at Gypsy's alias Facebook accounts. And I'll put a link somewhere if you want to look at those. We did the Emma Rose, the DJIP, all of that. Because Dee Dee didn't allow her to have access. Is the act on Netflix? Yes, it is. How can I watch The Prison Confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard? It's a 3-part Amazon Prime. So everything you wanted to know about Gypsy Rose but didn't know maybe now you know some new things. Let's pop over into the chat. Michelle says her attitude sucks. Yeah, it does. It's like an airplane oxygen mask, as Gypsy needs lots of help before she could truly advocate for anyone. I know, right? It's like an alcoholic that's still an alcoholic advocating for the 9-step program. I mean, it makes sense if she was working it or they were working it, but yeah. She has vision and hearing problems she was born with. Yes, yeah. I think she lies about her mom not allowing sugar because it's actually how her teeth rotted out. There were tons of access to junk food in the crime scene photos. Yeah, also there's been question of like Dee Dee was so against sugar, but did you see all those Pepsis? I put up the non-brutal crime scene photos. I have the brutal ones. I just don't know what I want to do with them, if I'm going to put them behind a paywall or not do them at all. But there was tons of Pepsis just littered around the house, empty Pepsi, half drinking Pepsi. And for somebody who was against sugar, that was a lot of Pepsi in our house. So yeah, very strange. Hey, sir, are you going to say goodbye? Can you say goodbye to them? His new favorite words to say are good sleeps, because I ask him every morning if he had good sleeps. So let's see if he'll say it. Did you have good sleeps? Did you have good sleeps, baby? Yeah. He's looking at me like, we've already talked about this, Mom. We do this every morning. Did you have good sleeps? You're making me look like I'm lying. Like I don't have a bird that talks all the time. Anyway, he was talking before we came on. Scooby's. What, Papa? Did you have good sleeps? Elizabeth says Scooby snacks, cases of soda, a whole bag of sugar with blood on it. Oh. I'm going to have to go back and look at that closer because I don't remember. What, Papa? Okay. 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 That means he wants to go do some treat training when he says okay. All right, so we're going to end it here. Yeah. We're going to end it here. Hold on a second. So, I'm so happy that you guys made it here with me. From my heart to your heart, I love you guys so much. You've made a huge difference in my life. If nobody's told you today, I'm telling you. I love you guys tremendously. You're welcome. He's thanking you guys. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Bye, Cool Breeze. Bye, Elizabeth. Bye, Michelle. Bye to everybody in the replay and everybody listening that hasn't commented yet. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.